Hey, what's going on, everybody? I got another deck suggestion. This one again comes from Paulo, and he gave me a challenge, kind of thing. Uh, well, well, he didn't recommend me a deck per se, but he suggested I do a challenge, and then he gave me like a deck to work with, I guess, as an example. But I can really just do whatever I want. But I'm gonna use this deck because it's really interesting. So the challenge is he wants me to use a deck consisting of only like one style. So like a deck consisting of all, like, say, all Kahlt moves or Forsaken moves or whatever. And he gave me like his Kahlt deck, so I'm gonna be using Kahlt, and oh boy, despite my better judgment, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna do it because I think it'll be interesting. So let's get into this deck that he well, showed me, and this is it. And it's I'm sorry, man. Like, I mean, like, dude, Paulo, this is your deck, so like, how do you even use this? I have no idea. How do you use this? Man, I just, I really don't know, man. You know, normally I would try out whatever deck is suggested to me, but bro, given the nature of given this challenge and the nature of like with how Cult is at the time of this video or whatever, man, I can't. I just can't use this. I'm sorry, Brand. This deck is just not good. So, I mean, and it's cult. It's looking at this deck. It's just I can already see it's just not gonna work out too well. So I'm gonna make some changes to it. I'm gonna do my best to make a viable deck out of using only cult moves and shit, and we'll see how that goes. But man, I'm sorry, man. I have to change this. There's a lot of things wrong with this. I'm sorry. All right, give me a minute, y'all. All right, I think that's the best I could do. I don't know if it'll work, but it's gotta be better than what there was previously, man. Cause oh man. Trying to put this together made me realize how, like, there aren't very many, I guess, cult moves that I could use to put together a viable deck, like, man, like in certain stances or whatever, I guess. Man, I don't know, like where I wanted the attack to land in, that kind of thing. But you know, it's whatever. That's just the thing about doing these kinds of challenges. And I recommend you don't do this unless you really want to have I guess, interesting time or whatever. But here it is, my viable cult deck with only cult moves in it. it's at least halfway viable, I guess. Man, I don't know. It took me a while to put this together, but I think that's the best I can do, really. I'd like to put in front kick somewhere, but I mean, it's probably better just to leave it out for the sake of you know, not getting bottlenecked somewhere. But yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna try this out and we'll see what happens. We'll just see what happens. Okay, so I think that's just about gonna do it for the video, guys. Now, shit, I forgot to mention this earlier, but I did change the deck. I swapped out, Leg Breaker for Mealua because, when I got trapped in front stance quite a few times, and I, like, fucking body blow just wasn't doing it, alright? So I had to, I think I needed another, avoid move here. I mean, when you're called, you're gonna need all the help you can get here. So, yeah, and, yes, I'm quite aware that, bounce knee and sidekick both hit the same side, but like you can remove that if you want, but I just decided to keep it in because it's the only way I can get to like liver knee without having to do this, like, alright, having to use upper elbow. So yeah, you can take that out if you want, but if you ever decide to try this, only God knows why. But yeah, this is actually pretty alright. It's pretty viable. It's just the only thing that really holds it back is, well, the style itself, Kahlt, alright? And that's really kind of the thing with these kinds of decks, really. I mean, I don't recommend doing this kind of thing. I mean, you can, but with Kahlt, it's especially kind of bad, Like, this is probably the most viable deck with Kahlt. Well, when you do this kind of thing, alright? Every other style has better moves you can use. I mean, just works better, and they have... And I don't want to say better moves, because Kahlt has some pretty solid moves, actually. But, like, due to the class, it's really just the class, the style, or whatever, Every other style is just better to use, alright? And you can make a deck... you can make a deck with only that style's moves and stuff, and use that style, and it'd be better than having to use Kahlt, okay? Although with Windfall, since Windfall only has like 4 horizontal moves, alright, like most of its moves are straight, and like I'm pretty sure half of those are vertical, okay? And the only horizontal moves they have, it's only 4 moves, right? And 2 of those 4 Windfall moves are like avoid sweeping moves, and if you're using those, I'd have to question your skill as a Windfall player. But like every other style, even Fei Jin, man, has better moves for this kind of challenge. Don't use Kahlt for this challenge, God, please. Not unless you just want to fuck around, or I don't know, maybe you're a glutton for punishment, man. But yeah, Paulo, that deck you showed me, man, don't use that anymore, please. Just looking at that deck hurt me, okay? Use this. Use this instead, okay? But, yeah. I mean, it's, it, it's, how do I say this? It's just better, alright? It's, it's, it's still Kahlt, but this is better. That's all I gotta say about that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little challenge thingy here. Um, don't ask me to do like all horizontal or all verticals or straight attacks, because that ain't happening. All right, but I don't know. I guess if there's enough demand for it, I'm willing to try this with other classes, other styles and stuff, because they actually do have some moves you can use, except Windfall. All right, I'm just no. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. Not with Windfall. But every other, with Forsaken, with Phage In, hell, I'll even try it with Stagger. But I mean, I'll hate it, but still, I'll try it with Stagger, man. But yeah, that's that's just what I'll do if there's enough demand for it. Anyway, till next time, y'all. Peace.